This is how I built an e-commerce, made 100,000 euros, and I was forced to shut it down. I started an e-commerce in the gaming industry, and for the first 3 months, I earned 0. And this is what happens when you start an e-commerce. You don't make money in most cases. I had to study how to sell products, how to build a landing page and sales page and page products, and then when I discovered paid advertising. I started to run Meta and Google Ads, and you will never understand the excitement of investing 1,000 euros and getting no results. I think that with every single euro that I invest in that period, I felt a piece of my heart fade away. You would never understand the anxiety of invested money and see them vanish like that. Can't set up a wall page or image or something, run your ads, and think that the money are going to come in your e-commerce. I had to invest 10,000 euros to run my e-commerce and to start it, so in my mind they were already lost. And then one day something happened. The Italian Prime Minister announced the lockdown. I think it was a dramatic moment for everyone. I didn't know what to do. I don't think no one knows to do, neither the Prime Minister. And it felt like the world could collide in few days. In those frenetic days, I forgot about my ad. And just probably 1 week later, I remembered that I had to shut down my ads or I could have borrowed my money. But when I opened the platform, I was totally shocked. My CPA went from 1,000 euros to 3 euros, with a gross profit of 60 euros. The market totally shifted in those days because all the people were at home, so they had nothing to do and they started to invest in gaming stuff. And my e-commerce skyrocketed in that days. In few months I just increased all the investment. It was just fucking pretty boring. It wasn't beautiful. But then came 2022, the end of the lockdown and the end of my business. During those years I think that more people entered the market and more people starting to pay ads. A lot of people tried to copy me or just they decided to enter the gaming industry because there were people there. A lot of people stopped to buy products because they wanted to get out of home, and without realizing it, my cost per purchase went from like 10 euros to 150 euros. I didn't have a lot of experience, I didn't think it long term. I probably didn't have neither enough knowledge to run a long-term e-commerce. So for me, the solution was just to close the e-commerce because the costs were too high and I was able to adapt to the market. It was probably one of my best working experience because you can touch the feelings with your hands of an entrepreneur, of a solo entrepreneur, of shipping products, preparing products, talking with clients, running ads, investing money. And thanks to those experience, I help other e-commerce to run their business. Thanks to my mistakes. Probably my best and bigger experience that I could make in my life. It was a great roller coaster. If you have an e-commerce, you know that. And thanks to that experience, opened me up a position as an advertising specialist. And I work in an agency where I manage a bigger budget. And in this channel, I'm going to show you all my discoveries and how I apply them to small e-commerce and big e-commerce. So if you want to follow my path and if you want to make profit with advertising for your e-commerce, click the subscribe button.